We kept silent until now, but they still come to our house.
You're right. It was not a burglar. They were the only ones. And it was them.
But I think they will hate us more. Don't do it, Fatmagul.
That is true, too.
I think everybody will know about you, so they cannot do anything.
And you just said it. Everybody will know about us now.
And that would be bad. Everybody.
We all have an opinion. Even Rami has his as well. But you're keeping silent, Mr. Kadir.
Well, because I'm thinking about all of this. As Miriam said, this might be very good for us before the trial, or this might influence the judges negatively. Everybody's going to wait for the judge's decision. And they might not feel comfortable with all this, and then it won't be good for us.
But we're right about this, Kadir. We're not lying, and we don't distort the facts.
After the decision about the 13-year-old girl, everybody stood still. I just hope with the reactions like this that maybe they will make a better decision, and then perhaps this case will help others too.
I'm just worried about you, Fatmagul. What if we see your photos in the paper?
Nobody reads the third-page news. They just look and pass. That is the tragedy.
But then they will be disturbing us all, okay?
If I choose to talk, if we can get the attention of most of the people, then think how far that those evil men will fall. I think it's enough, Kerim. I think that I want to talk. Maybe someone who lived something more difficult than what I lived will talk. I must tell them. I started to talk then. Oh. The first thing I had to do was to call her up. She's Sinem. She's a nice girl. And she wants to know the real story. Very sensitive, very careful. I mean, except the prosecutor, the judge, and you. I told someone who's a stranger to me about my biggest sorrow. I mean, I tried to tell it all. And I really did do it. And as I told her, I flew. I'm courageous?
Yes, you're very courageous, Fatmagul. More courageous than anyone. You're not afraid. You didn't think about the consequences and you still told everything.
Everything I lived is now in words.
Your voice was like a scream. So, all the cowards now know.
Actually, Mustafa, he saved me from a big punishment. If he hadn't left me like he did back then, if I were with him still, I would live feeling like I am guilty, but I am not that. Why should I have to be silent now? Mustafa left me, and that changed fate. I know that it changed then. And I thank Allah. I feel strong right now. I'm strong enough to stand up now. Against the ones who made me have that nightmare that was my life before.
You're so strong. Strong enough to even help me stand up. I'm very ashamed when I'm with Fatmagul. Especially when we're talking. When we talk about that night. I feel so worthless. I feel ashamed of myself.
But we fixed that.
No. I just pretend that I'm okay. And the more that you love me, the more I am ashamed and I get angry with myself. That they should all just be punished. If it's the one thing I want that, yes. I want them to be punished. I won't feel at ease no matter how heavy their penalty is, okay? We won't forget what they did. The punishment of that night is that night. At least for me it is. Then for us. We will fight until they get their punishment, and until they accept the guilt for their crime. First, they will receive their punishment, and everyone else who does the same after. Fatmagul will be a good example for anyone who lives in the same hell.
Nothing will be the same for them from now on, I know. Everybody knows everything. And society will punish them with law and justice. And they will drown in their guilt. And they will see their sins wherever they look.
The games that they're all playing, it won't be enough to change anything, you know?
And they won't be able to change it. We won't let them. First it came as nothing but a whisper. Then all of the other voices flooded in.
A year ago, Fatmagul Ilgaz was brutally raped by 3 people in the town of Izmir. It's true, a savage crime and a rape that made all the news. But now, this time it is very different because 22-year-old Fatmagul Ilgaz keeps on fighting against the rapists, although they are still continuing to threaten her.
Until now, rape has always been a silent hell for many women. We shouldn't keep silent, as it's nothing to be silent about. We shouldn't support the ones who are fighting against the criminal rapists. Fatmagul's case can be a shining hope for all the women who've been through it.